Hello to everyone, good morning, good afternoon, and also good night. My name is Megan Stefanie Hui, and in this video, I will do a little storytelling and also a movie review about a film I recently watched that changed my whole point of view in life. It is called The Dead Poets Society. A little background information, it was released on the 1989 and directed by Peter Weir. Originally, Dead Poets Society is a novel story written by Nancy Kleinbaum. This film was played by many incredible actors like Robin Williams and also Ethan Hawke. For the past couple of years, this film has won many Oscars and it has been an all-time favorite film all over the world. Dead Poets Society tells a story about a group of young boys attending the Academy of Walton, a prestigious school that focuses on tradition, respect, discipline, and also achievement. The group of boys consists of 7 students: Niall, Todd, Knox, Charlie, Richard, Stephen, and also Gerard. Now I'm going to talk about a few important scenes that left a mark on my heart. The first few scenes are very slow-paced and light, and it introduces us to the characters and also the settings. In one of the very first scenes, Todd's father and mother had an interactions with the principal of the academy, and he immediately recognized Todd as the brother of one of his alumnus. He told Todd that he expects great things from him. In here, we can already tell that the students have their future basically planned out for them, and even though we can see the boys' jokes about it, it is still a very serious topic of the story about the way of expectations and also reality. The next scenes I want to talk about is when the boys were studying in a class, and it followed by the introduction of another main character, John Keating, an English professor and an alumni of the Walton Academy. He entered the class whistling, which made all the boys distraught and confused, and he immediately took his students to a trophy room. This is one of the most important scenes of the film. Keating proceeds to teach the boys an important life lessons, carpe diem, which means seize the day. He goes on to use these poetic phrases like "Gentlemen, we are food for worms," and many more. He teaches the boys and also the viewers to always make the most of our lives and how we are inevitable to death. So think with our own mind, follow our dreams, and to not let anyone tell us what to do. This specific scene is also filled with many amazing cinematography, and it uses cliche rising music to highlight the life lesson that Keating gives. As the movie continues, we are introduced to even more Keating's unconventional teaching methods. It is surely odd and unique, but from that we realize how inflexible and formal the teaching system really is, and Keating makes sure that his class is free from it. For example, he told the whole class to rip off the preface of a textbook that breaks down poems in a mechanical way. He wanted the boys to follow and make up their own method of studying poems. In this scene, he said, "We don't read or write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are a member of the human race, and the human race is filled with passion. Medicine, law, business, and engineering are noble pursuits necessary to sustain life. And poetry, beauty, romance, love, these are what we stay alive for." This specific line teaches us to romanticize life and to live freely. The boys then started to take on a new way of living their life. Knox falls in love with a girl, Niall is inspired to do what he loves and auditions for a play, and Todd, who once a shy and timid kid, opens up and let out his poetic intelligence and become more confident. As you know, Neil has always aspired to be an actor, and he was filled with happiness when he gets the part, but he knows his father wouldn't allow this, so he made a fake letter of agreement to the production team. On the day of the play, the audience is astounded by Neil's performance and gives him a standing ovation. However, his dad isn't very thrilled and tells him that he will be pulling Neil out of Walton. Hearing this, Neil is heartbroken. Times pass. When his parents are asleep, Neil takes the revolver from his dad's office and does the unthinkable. The school decides to do an in-depth searching and blames John Keating's unconventional teaching methods and life lessons. The principal forces Neil's friend to sign a letter of agreement. While the main theme of Dead Poets Society is to chase one's dream and to look at life in a more romantic way, Dead Poets Society shows the importance of dreams in a tactful way. The film shows us real challenges in life. If one chases an unrealistic dream, they are left distraught. If one defends the teacher that changed their life, they are expelled. Keating is fired when he tries to uphold his own beliefs. In a heartbreaking moment, Keating reads the paragraph that Neil reads sweet at his first meeting and breaks down in tears. So my review of the film is, unlike every other movie, Dead Poets Society does not simply lead a life through romanticism. It focuses on constant challenges and questions a world full of reality. The movie taught us an important life lesson by raising questions to open our eyes to the lives we live. It shows us that the success of someone's life isn't measured by how high of a status he had, but is rather measured by how fulfilled he was before dying. That Poet Society provides a much needed break and questions to our view of the world that inspire us to find our own happiness. It shows us that it might not be possible to achieve both happiness and materialistic success, but that we should define our own happiness and give meaning to the life in our own way. So that's it from the storytelling and the movie review of Dead Poet Society. I hope you enjoy. Thank you, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.